Proof.
You said source?
Yes, source. Anyone that goes against source.
How do you go against source? How do you go against source?
Simply, if you take water from the source and you go to a gas station and you profit it at $2.50, you are a fucking devil and you are they. How dare you price source? Source is here for everyone.
Okay. Where do I find the source?
If you find the source, then it's yours. Putting $1 profit on the source makes you they. They is the corporation. They is the one that wants to control you. They is the one that wants to feed you.
Right now.
Is the I mean, I'm just a little bit curious. How's the I mean, how is the source monitored? Is there any how do we know about the source?
Right. So it's fair to say that science gives you titles for what is and what isn't. But I'm about to give you a powerful analogy here. In order for nothing to become something, you have to start with thought. So we know that source is there for everybody. There is no limitation to that unless we use thought and make it something. It's because nature is nothing. Why is nature nothing? It's because it will constantly be the same thing forever. That's why it's nothing. It's because everything that is something has a limit on it, but as we know, nature will continue to be. So yet again, anybody that goes against source is they.
I still don't understand where the source. I mean, you didn't really answer my question. I mean, where do I find the source?
The source is all around you. The source is all around you.
What does it look like? Does it look like anything?
The source is all around you.
Okay, so
you have to, hold on.
Jersey? Can this be source?
Wait. The
Just
source.
Questions.
No, and I love it. The source is the soil. The soil provides for every single being on the planet.
Okay.
The source is the oxygen, the air, the gas.
Let's stop it right there then. Okay. So the source is basically like stuff we need to live in a civilized society, you know?
Bingo.
Okay. So yes, I agree. Generally, if that's what you want to call it, the source, yeah, we need to get the source. Everybody needs to, yes.
That's why I tell you, brother, I spit truth in everything that I do. There's no lies.
I mean, all you could have said, you could have said it way simpler by just saying, hey guys, we need to make sure and like take care of our country and our civil liberties.
No. See, now you mixing in thing. It's because
no. That's literally what you said.
Hold on, civil liberties. That's politics. Me using source has nothing to do with politics, bro. So that's not the same thing. Nor is that what I.
You just said it's gas. You compared it to gasoline. Gasoline is directly influenced by politics.
Somebody's talking in the background. Can we?
We're talking about natural gas.
It's Raymond. Yeah, it's Ray.
God is not soil.
Hold on. You said God is not soil.
You guys talk to each other. I'm tagging out of this one.
Jesus. Can I interact with you? God put it there. God is the reason why. You keep trying to trying to act like nature is God, bro. You're stupid. Nature doesn't have consciousness. Nature is not alive. It is alive.
We making a lot of false statements here, right? So the first thing I'm gonna ask you is this: since you say nature doesn't have a consciousness, what allows for grass to grow from the ground?
The sun. What's so funny?
On that note, you're right. Hey, bro, I'm sorry if that's what you think. I don't even think it's proper for me to have this conversation with you.
You don't know what.
If that's your answer, brother, we should probably do a 101. It's because I don't want to just do like that, bro. I asked you what allows for grass to grow from the soil, and you said the sun.
Is the sun.
Yo, your mic is horrible, man. Can we get somebody else? And he's really, really lagging.
It is God.
Yeah, because they know he on that bullshit. That's why they lagging.
Seriously, we're gonna get somebody to.
Yeah, we can't hear you, man. They lagging that bullshit you trying to convey, so we can't hear you. But I do want to go. Could we get a mute on him, Ron? Thank you. But I would like to go back up top to the brother that said I could have just simply said it. Listen, don't put limitations to anybody's message. Yes, I know some messages could be longer than others. Yes, I know people fill in space that don't need to be filled. But one thing I have always done was been simple. If you didn't take it as that, well, then that's a different thing. You should state that. But don't tell me that there's an issue with the way that I'm giving truth. As long as it's truth is all that matters. Whether it's a short version or the long version, as long as it's truth, that's all that matters.
Okay, yes, you're correct. The source, we guys make sure and get as much source as possible. Gas, air, oil, bricks.
Wait, Webs, I think you're not
Make
saying
sure.
everything though, because Ryan came in kind of late, so he didn't hear all your message about what you were saying about the rapper.
I mean,
and how we
to
got
be
into
quite
this
to be quite honest,
conversation.
I'm not interested. I'm not interested in talking to talking about this subject because it just seems like absolute psychobabble. I mean, this is like word salad on cocaine.
Yeah. Hey, Ron.
This is called your word salad.
Yeah, hey Ron. So I kind of figured that from his tone. I knew he was going to give you that reply before he even said it. That's why I wasn't even hella assistant, or I'm sorry, I wasn't hella consistent with trying to prove my points to him. It's okay. Just some people are like that. To consider what we're talking about to be some type of word salad is fucking insane. The fact that source is the main
Dude,
topic.
you've gone down like many different like ways. You know what I'm saying? You've taken so many roads in this discussion. I can't keep up with you. It's not because you're saying anything that makes sense. It's because everything you're saying doesn't make sense. And when I ask a simple question about it, like how do you know how do you know it exists? What does it look like and stuff? You go on another fucking tangent. It's quite incredible. I mean, you're a miracle.
Yeah. Okay, dude.
I mean, it's crazy how you're able to do that. But yeah.
Hey, listen. Okay, dude. Because at this point, you're not about to disrespect me or offend me. You've made your point.
I'm attacking your ideas, not you.
No, you are. Because my ideas come from you. So whatever
Well, I'm not
issue
attacking
you
you
have,
as a
hold on,
person.
wait. Give me time to speak, just as I did you. Whatever reason I strike a nerve in you, hey, I can't help that. I am who I am. Okay. But the issue that I have with you is your arrogantness. Right? You
My
said that I
arrogantness?
did. Yeah, it's because you said that I didn't answer
Wrong.
your questions, and I
So,
did.
in other words, if he doesn't agree with your position, he's arrogant.
Wrong.
Dude, can you shut up?
I asked you questions about whatever you were talking about, which, to be honest, I still don't quite understand. And I think any reasonable person in this call also doesn't understand.
See what I'm saying? That's
I'm
some
just
that's the arrogant
I'm
statement.
asking basic
Hold on,
explanations.
that's the arrogant statement.
No, it's not. How's that
What?
arrogant?
Okay,
How is
so
it arrogant
first
to ask
off,
questions?
it's because you just made a statement for every other person talking about if
No, I did
there's
not.
any-
Did I say that? Did I say I'm speaking for everyone? I said maybe probably the room feels the same way. That's what I said. I did
That's
say I
not
was
what you
speaking
just
for
said.
everyone.
That's not what you just said.
Regardless, it's psychobabble. It's
Here you go
spiritual
again
assault.
with the assaults with the words.
Wrong.
You just can't help yourself.
I got
dude.
words.
I have
Yeah.
I have yet to attack anything
Wrong.
that you said.
I haven't
I'm
laid out any
saying-
claims. I don't have any
Wrong.
claims.
What?
Bro,
You
you've
right,
been
dude.
talking the most in this whole
Wrong.
chat. What do you mean?
Wrong.
Who
You
keeps
guys can
saying
go
my
ahead and talk
name,
about it.
man?
Yeah, but in your opinion, should we worship the creation or should we worship the creator? What's your opinion?
Yeah, what's obnoxious?
Ron, you the owner of the server. Why don't you want to share your opinion?
Oh, you're talking about me? I thought you were talking to Webs.
Well, I'm talking to you. Like, would you rather
No,
worship
why
the
would I
creation?
ever worship the
I'm
creation?
not going to talk anymore because if he's taking it as insult, I don't want to insult him anymore.
Ryan, Webb's not the person you want to talk to. He just talks a bunch of nonsense with no.
I know.
substance.
But
Yes.
see, that's not even fair though. Y'all don't understand how disrespectful that is, dude. Out of all the shit I hear y'all say, I have never made that statement about nobody. That is highly aggravating.
Maybe
to hear
because
somebody.
most of the stuff I
excuse me,
say is actually based on
excuse
Hold
facts
on,
and
that's
reality.
not finished.
Excuse me, can you allow me to speak? That is so fucking rude, bro. Whether I agree with what's being said from any of you or I disagree, I'm not about to sit here and try to say that a person is just talking and talk. What? Do you think I have that much time in my fucking day to be sitting here just saying shit out of my mouth?
Bro, you literally have debates to learn, nigga. Learn from this right here.
Man, whatever. You right.
Bro, you just gotta.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know.
I was gonna say.
You be telling a lot of truth sometimes, Webbs. Webbs, you be telling a lot of the truth sometimes, but Webbs, you gotta separate the lies from that, my boy.
Be
You
mixing it
said,
up.
do I
somehow.
worship would I rather worship the creation or creator? Obviously the creator, what?
You said what, Ron?
So obviously I would rather worship something that created me, not something
No,
that's
I'm
also
asking you,
creation.
would you rather worship the creation itself or the creator?
Yeah, the creator.
That creator.
That's like saying,
Can anyone
are you
answer
going
the-
to,
can
are you
anyone
going
answer
to
this?
give, are you going to worship, like for example, a painting, or the person that painted it? You're gonna give grats to the person that painted it. So
Can
yes,
anyone answer this question for me? Who created the creator?
nobody. The creator was always existing.
Eternal. That's why it has to be, because if something was created, then that would mean it would be in a paradox, and it would have to keep recreating itself, and that doesn't work. So it has to be eternal. There has to be an uncaused cause in the beginning. That's why God has to exist, and that's why the universe, even the atheists, bro, the atheists who created the Big Bang universe, they even said that it had one point in time where everything exploded. So even in the Big Bang, even if you're an atheist, you have to have it.
Yeah, I'll
Look,
mention
listen,
that also.
I believe in God, but I believe in God in terms of like nature. Like I don't believe in God as like someone who's like.
Stop about
like
creator,
that.
please.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Baruch. I know you were gonna.
See what I'm saying right there? See what I'm
Yeah,
saying right
so-
there? That is my point right there, bro. Like how you just go shoot
Can I
his
speak?
idea down like that, bro. He said he think that nature is that okay. You talking about don't do that, blah, blah, blah. Like what? Chill, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
so like, the
debate
Big
it-
Bang Theory.
Well, if you
right?
saw someone
Sorry.
kill a baby, if you saw someone
Some
kill a
people
baby,
think
would you
they-
like tell them?
The Big Bang Theory was
Look what it
made
does.
by
If you saw someone
Jesuit
doing-
Hold
Catholics.
on,
You
man.
saw
Can we
someone
get a
doing
one
something
mic
wrong,
policy
you have to-
going on, man? Go ahead, Baruch.
Yeah, to add
Baruch
on,
only.
the Catholics actually invented the idea of the Big Bang. It was a theory. So a lot of atheists have belief in it, you know. I just wanted to add to that.
Okay.
But yeah, they all
Alright.
affirm that there had to be some type of cause. For example, we can use the cosmological argument. Basically says that all things can't be created out of nothing, just like what Raymond said. You know. So yeah, true. But it doesn't seem right to say, you know, we're just all here for nothing. You know, it's like it's just a bunch of lies.
I do. All right, listen. So here's my argument, right? All right, can I ask you guys this question? Because then I can know I can go from this argument. Do you believe that human beings are animals?
No.
No.
Yes, we're a
Okay.
species.
But do you believe that we're animals?
Yes, we're a type of animal. We have animal cells.
Okay, so you believe we're animals.
Animalia.
But they're
We have
saying
animal cells. We're animals. You're not gonna try and simplify this down to make it something like
Okay, may I
absolutely nuanced.
answer?
But
Based on the Linnaean system of classification, humans are considered in the kingdom Animalia.
okay, that's what I'm saying. Because I believe we're just intelligent animals. But all right, so if we are intelligent animals, right? Then what separates us from other animals? Is it our intelligence? Is it our consciousness? What separates
I
us?
mean, if you wanna
The
really
thing
go
what
back to the
separates
basic-
us is the fact that God gave us the knowledge and power.
Natural
Fuck you,
selection. Natural selection is the reason we're here.
The
We
thing
were
is-
the
the thing
we were the
is- the thing is
strongest. We won.
intelligence-
Hold
is
on, man.
power.
There's like
We-
20
Homo
people
sapiens
talking
won.
at once, dude.
Human beings are
not
more
because of the
intelligent.
strong
Human beings are more intelligent than animals. Intelligence is power. Remember that.
Okay, and
Okay,
would
so
you like to
it's-
know
okay,
why
so
we
right there.
developed from the apes?
That's why I feel like God is just a
So,
super
listen,
intelligent
so
Somebody
right-
being.
ranting and then everybody else
listen.
trying to speak at one time.
Right, listen, right there, he just said it. So he says that. So are you? I'm assuming that you're saying that intelligence is what separates us from animals, right? Is that what you're saying?
You said what?
intelligence, our intelligence is what separates us from animals. Is that what you're saying? I'm asking you.
Well, yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
And the fact that,
So if
that we have a consciousness.
Okay, so if a human being is unintelligent and lacks consciousness, is he therefore an animal? Is he therefore an instinct? If a human being lacks consciousness and lacks intelligence, then what is he or she?
Hypothetical. That's a hypothetical.
We need hypothetical. We see people like that all the time. We see people who have
those are people with
disorders, brain
disabilities, though.
disorders, etc.
That's somebody with a disability, though, so that's not a good comparison. Just because that's somebody that's handicapped.
Some people are born like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're born like that because of their parents. It's based on corrupted genetics, bro. Just look it up, bro. The thing is, that's why vaccines
go wrong.
And then how come animals? How come?
That's why depopulation. They're not actually killing us. They're just killing us by making us not have babies. That's another way of depopulating.
How come apes haven't evolved to humans yet? You guys say that we come from gorillas and shit. How come they haven't evolved?
Because that's not how evolution works.
Oh, so that's not how it works. Okay. So just pick
No.
some shit and there's gonna be a
It's the
gorilla.
same reason why all wolves haven't evolved into dogs. They can branch off and stay, but there can be a group that branches off.
Evolution isn't real. It's adaptation. And the thing is, the reason why wolves evolved into dogs.
Adaptation is a part of evolution. This is the dumbest fucking part.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Natural selection.
The thing is,
natural
you can add something.
selection comes with evolution.
Oh, let me finish, nigga.
Oh, you can't misrepresent that thing.
Bro, I was literally responding to Mr. Ba. He literally said that adaptation is part of evolution, but you can add things into other stuff. You can add things into stuff. You can add a tree
No,
to
you're
life.
literally simplifying it down too much.
Just because. Okay, so is Superman real just because they talked about New York in Superman?
That had nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
Have you ever heard of historical fiction? What the fuck?
Exactly.
Hey,
evolution is a historical fiction. Thank you for.
No, that's nonsense.
Speak on something you guys
No one
did.
has ever witnessed evolution
not
or
even-
adaptation. A species cannot
Yes, you
evolve
can.
into
You
another
can actually
species.
witness it
Species
within a
can only
week
evolve in their
before
own species. That's
That's
called
exactly
adaptation.
Thank you, Mr. Bob.
Okay.
Thank
Look how they're
you.
not letting me speak.
I need to
Ron,
stop.
Can you tell him to let me speak?
No, go ahead, dude. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Yeah,
Anyways, this
man.
retard nigger, Mr. Bob.
Yo, man. That's not what
yeah,
we're
not
going to do here,
that.
man. That's not what we're going to do here, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have a question. Earlier, one of you guys said that we're animals. So, for example, when you kill a pig or a certain animal to eat, how come you wouldn't do that to a human being? What stops you from doing that? If it's just an animal, you will look at.
There's levels to it. We're the highest form of animal.
Theoretically, if you wanted to do it in the privacy of your own home, there's many people who are still Homo sapiens, not in isolated culture, but literally out and about and literally famous. There's a Japanese man that's like that, who has literally consumed human meat before. So theoretically, no, there's nothing stopping you, nigga.
There is
No.
something from stopping you.
And there's
The fact
also-
that you don't eat.
There's
it's the
people
fact
that
that
kill
sounds
other
demonic.
humans.
Human
That
meat,
kill and
there's
eat other
already-
humans. They're cannibals.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
That sounds
Can I speak on this as somebody that's educated in science? So the first thing that I would like to say is, from all of the teeth that have been found, scattered all across the world, okay, all of the teeth that have been found, it is proof to show that humans were plant eaters. We were never
I'm gonna-
that we were never intended to eat meat. Now, here's what happened. Due to a climate shift, this can also be shown through data and proof that caused freezing in certain areas that had never experienced this before, caused people there to not depend on plants. As you could assume, in cold conditions, the plants would be damn near not there.
Yeah, he's right. He's actually right. He's talking about the waxing and waning between how Australopithecines changed in their teeth as they evolved and literally were designed to eat meat, and then he's talking about the random ice ages that would literally make humans almost completely dependent on meat during that time. So he's actually fucking right. God damn it.
Didn't he say that they were plant eaters?
Yes. Originally, Australopithecines were actually just like plant eaters. We were not originally designed to eat meat, but it's through evolution and the small consumption of meat that literally allowed us to actually evolve brains that were designed to thrive off of that stuff.
It's not even meat itself. It's the ability to be able to cook and get the otherwise non-bioavailable nutrients out of your food through cooking.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah.
not only
Yeah,
that,
but that
cooking makes the meat softer too, so it makes it more
And so
easy
you can
to
eat it easier.
Yes,
You don't have to fucking
that-
break a tooth to chew something.
that ideology came much later, and it's actually still proven that raw food is its best form. So the idea of cooking food is okay for some that believe into it, but there's more evidence to show that the rawer you eat, the more healthier and the more tastier for some that's into that.
So, Webbs, I got a question for you. So, is it possible to actually have relations with a tree? And if so, does the offspring have like a human tree hybrid thing going on, or what? Or what are your thoughts on that?
So this is actually a good question. In the last about 70 to 75 years, there have been a couple of hybrid trees that have been pushed in America. I can't speak for anywhere else, but in the last 75 years, there's been a whopping, I'm paraphrasing here, I believe 3.4 to 5 million hybrid trees that have been planted in United States of America within that time span. I'm sorry?
With human semen?
No. So actually, they use stems, human stems. So a lot of these, yes. So a lot of people that talk about they feel drawn to trees or they have a attraction with trees. They don't even understand that it's a deeper meaning to that. Some of these trees are literally a living human stem. Mixed in with obvious plant and other things, but yes, about 3.4 to 5 million of those are hybrid trees, and you could develop a relationship with those.
Oh, are you saying we're cannibals?
Oh, of course. That's not. I mean, that's no secret.
Wait. So, what do you mean a relationship? Like a friendship, like a romantic one, like an admiration?
Well, it goes however far the individual. I actually know some places and have been to one resort where these people actually do this as a ritual. They go out and they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with the tree. They commonly bathe the tree by pouring water over it. These rituals are very powerful too. Like I say, I've only been to one, but the power there was something different. And you couldn't tell those people anything different.
What if I nut on a tree?
Well, I'm not trying to be funny here, y'all. I'm being dead ass. That is a part of some of the rituals. I haven't been to those. But I do want to be clear that there is people that do things like that.
Wait. What if they send a tree to man?
I mean, I don't know.
So they out here fucking
I don't know. Why
trees.
don't you do it and find out?
By all means, I don't promote none of that. I think it's way past weird.
Oh my god, how low have we gone as a species, bro? We out here fucking trees now.
I mean, who cares though? You said you're animals.
No, but it's levels.
But
It's levels to this. It's levels to this shit, bro.
I did want to say something about this because I heard y'all. I just want to get y'all opinion on it, right? So I believe, due to the source that I speak to, God, quote unquote, is water. Okay, so we all come from water, everlasting water, affinity water. Hear what I'm saying?
You just stop saying anything. Like it's just kind of getting ridiculous.
All right, for sure.
What?
It was kind of easy. That's all I had to do.
Webbs, go ahead and finish. Don't let anybody.
It's okay. It's okay, dude. I'm not about to get nobody what they don't want. It's cool, dude. I'm straight.
That's crazy.
Wait.
Yo, what do you mean? That's just one person out of all of us. I'm down.
There's like fucking.
Can I say something real quick?
A lot of people in here. You're just gonna finish off because Mr. Bot says so.
All right. Well, so can I say something real quick? I want to finish my point of the whole animal thing because you guys not gonna finish that.
Wow.
Point. So the whole point of the animal thing was to say this because this is the whole.
I was
point
listening to that.
To the religious aspect, I'm telling you this.
Fuck's sake.
If we are not animals, right? Or if we are animals, then and you believe in God, you believe in Jesus Christ, your Savior. Then if you take a person who has low intellect, maybe they're born with a disability, etc. Then how did they go to heaven? If they can't even fathom the idea of heaven.
Somebody that doesn't have an intellect doesn't know the knowledge of sin and good, bad and good.
Yeah, like he doesn't understand the knowledge.
So they're gonna automatically go to heaven. They're automatically
automatically go to heaven.
Yes.
Okay, so if they all go to heaven, then wouldn't it be best to immobilize your child so they will never ever fall into temptation to go into hell? Wouldn't that be best for your child? Shouldn't you want your child to not do things
that free will? We were given free will for a reason. So
I'm saying okay. So okay, let me say this then. So if your child comes out immobilized or your child comes out brain deformed or whatever, then it should be a blessing because that means he gets an automatic ticket to heaven. Automatic ticket.
Depending how you feel about that.
Do you not understand how not it's not hypocritical, but do you not understand how I can't think of the word right now, but you understand? Basically, I'll just say hypocritical. Do you understand how hypocritical that sounds? Like you should want your child to come out deformed, brain at least intellectually deformed, so he would never ever.
I'll say, are you saying it's like bad? Why would anybody even wish that though? That's something that came out of your own mouth.
Because hell's worse, right? The idea of hell is worse. You don't want your child to even be able to understand the ability of heaven and hell. Because he might fall temptation to become evil and then go to hell.
Yes. But that's only one's opinion of what they want somebody else to go. If one individual doesn't really care, then that's on them. You know, you should never wish somebody to have.
I'm talking about a religious person. I'm about a God-fearing person.
Yes, I'm religious, and I'm telling you, I would never want my child to come out autistic. I wouldn't. It's not that I'm gonna kill him or disown him, but why would I just want that? Like, why would I just want somebody to come out with disability?
I'm not talking about you, bro. I'm talking about
if you don't want the possibility of an autistic child, do not have children.
True, I think that's so true. If you're not ready to have a disabled child, a mentally ill child, a gay child,
that is a possibility that you take, and if you aren't going to get an amniocentesis or other tests, where there's some things that you can't tell until they are born, don't have children.
Guys, first of all, I'm anti-natalist. I'm not gonna have
if the baby's gonna come out
that's not the point.
Before birth. Because most people would just abort the baby, because that's how shitty people are.
That's not the point of the.
That's what they're doing in Norway. They're aborting their Down baby. What?
Would you rather them do that or raise a child that they don't want and will end up mistreating and neglecting?
Who told them to have sex in the first place?
That's what they're doing in Norway.
That was going to come behind that.
Listen. In Norway, they're aborting their Down syndrome babies. They haven't had a Down syndrome child born in a couple years, actually.
That's sad.
I can barely hear you.
That's before eugenics, yeah.
What? I'm downstairs cooking.
Okay, that's where your mic's at right now.
Bro, okay, all right. That's not the point. The point is to. I'm just gonna say. I'm trying to build it up. I'm just gonna say.
No, I'm cooking
if there's a child who is dumber than a monkey, what makes the child worth going to heaven but not a monkey? What? If the monkey's smarter than the child.
What are you talking about?
There's a lot of
human beings is intelligent, right? So let's say there's an animal that's smarter than a human being.
Okay, so
they're not of the same species.
Is human life like?
Okay, so basically you're separating the species. So you're saying basically only human beings get to go to heaven.
Who said
I don't
that?
believe in all that shit, but I'm saying you're trying to compare like the intelligence. Okay, so someone who gets brain dead and they're a vegetable 3 months before they unplug their shit, they don't get to go? Like,
why don't you prove that heaven exists first?
I'm speaking hypothetically that it does exist. I don't believe in heaven.
It's not even religious. It's not even Christian.
Okay, I get it.
I don't believe in it at all. I'm anti-natalist, bro. Anyway, I'm just trying to pick your brains because to me, it's ludicrous, the idea of heaven and hell, because when you really go into it, there's so many loopholes into the whole idea of it, and I'm trying to bring those loopholes to the forefront. That's what I'm trying to do.
You gotta argue with the Christians.
If you're anti-natalist, you just hate people.
How do I hate people?
They don't want them to procreate or reproduce. They don't want people having kids.
How am I anti-natalist for how do I hate people?
For everyone to die out? No.
I believe the world is evil, and why would I procreate life when the world's evil? Like, life is suffering. Why would I do that? That's what I believe.
I don't think suffering is a part of life. Yeah.
Yeah. So why would you bring someone into that? Why would you bring someone into a world where like they hate you for your skin color, they hate you for your sex, they hate you for? Like, why would you do that? Knowing goddamn well the stuff you've been into. I think it's very selfish.
I don't know. I like being more.
Okay, listen. If they're coming into the world with like a fatal disease or like where they're gonna suffer and die, then like I don't see a point. But if it's like Down syndrome or autism, that's kind of fucked up. You're gonna kill them.
It's either that or they live a subpar, poor quality life and end up in a long-term care facility where they're going to get pressure ulcers and slowly die. Which do you prefer? What amount of suffering is a fetus versus a human for an entire lifespan, potentially 72 years or more of suffering?
Yeah. I'm saying if you come from a poor community, you come from a poor whatever, right? And you have the knowledge, you have the intelligence to most likely know how your child life is going to go. I think it's selfish to procreate. It's like you know your child is going to suffer. Yeah, you bring them to this life anyway. Why?
So because the only issue with your position is that it presupposes that human life is more bad than good.
It is
suffering, and that suffering outweighs. But this is the issue, though. That's a solipsism because you're deriving that basically entirely from your own experience in life.
My life is good, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. My life is pretty good.
But I'm saying
I'm looking outside of myself.
Okay, hold on. Quick question. So what about like people in Africa that are like really, really poor places and can't take care of the kids? Should they not also not be able to reproduce?
They lack the intelligence. But I'm saying if they had the intelligence, right? If they knew. Because most people just
wait. What do you mean they lack the intelligence?
They're calling them like stupid,
okay. My bad. I'm not gonna say. All right. That's the wrong word. They are ignorant. I'm not gonna say they lack intelligence. That's the wrong word.
But if they had the understanding, no, how are they ignorant? I mean, they're not ignorant enough to have a baby.
It's commonly thought in some places in Africa that birth control will end up giving you cervical cancer or making you infertile.
No, it's not. It's not. No, that's not because that's not why it's usually there. It's because it's not like the West, and it's not like a 7-Eleven in the fucking bush like every 5 miles.
Exactly.
So that's kind of why.
Y'all ain't got a fucking Walgreens in the fucking middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like there are people that die.
Black Boy
It
Banner.
would be nice if they had like long-term birth control options, like for like IUD or arm implants. That would be longer term, so you wouldn't have to take pills or patches and shit.
Yeah, and
it also kind of goes back to the point that I was making about when antinatalist arguments always come from like this very high-minded philosophizing in terms of looking at the world with a certain degree of disdain, and yet it completely ignores the fact that they're even able to sit back and have this like metaphysical thought process because the world and humanity has gotten so good that they don't have to worry about going out and hunting their food and fighting for resources and all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, so when we talk about the world and life, human life being suffering mostly, and therefore procreation is bad, it ignores how much we have improved human life and the fact that there's less suffering in the world, and that's something to continue to work towards.
Bro, just because I broke 2 legs doesn't just mean that you only broke 1. So what I'm trying to say is like, just because it's better doesn't mean it still doesn't suck.
Wait, no, what we're trying to say is that like, if you were in a time where like having a broken leg meant like, yeah, you're gonna die in a couple of weeks, like, yeah, you wouldn't be complaining about the way the state of the universe is right now for you. Like that's what we're trying to.
I'm not complaining, bro. I just told you my life is pretty good, bro. But I understand that if I bring kids into this world,
to populate way more, like way quicker.
I don't care, bro. I'm only here for a couple of decades.
Yeah. That's
I don't know if I die.
That's kind of narcissistic. You don't care. You don't care about anybody.
Yeah, it's the thing is that it's very decadent. You know what I mean? It's a very like antinatalism could only come out of the advanced world that we live in today, because it allows people to value like this type of like high-minded intellectual, you know, capacity and exercise, as opposed to the instinct that every human has to live and survive and flourish and thrive. And I feel like that's
why I said that it's usually a higher intelligent kind of idea, because you have to be in a position where you actually can think about this, because like I said, it is instinct. It is our instinct to.
That's my argument against you, though. That's what I'm saying. It is coming from that place, and that place ignores everything else about. You're saying that life is suffering, and yet you're coming from the decadent, comfortable ability to have this high intellectual conversation and position, when that's literally like what it's going against what your argument is.
I got lucky. Who knows the next life is going to be? I got lucky. and that's it for right now. I could be suffering 10 years from now. I could be
For
suffering
sure.
5 years from now.
For sure,
Just
but
because-
the concept
just because
of-
it affects
just
you.
because there is suffering is not. I don't find it to be, and I think most people don't find it to be like a coherent argument against procreation or having kids in general. Like, there is suffering. There's less suffering, and there's way more benefit to like living a
Do you know
human
when
life.
you know
Like
when
the
people are
biggest blessing.
suicidal? You know when people wish they weren't alive? You know when people are mad that parents are bringing birth to them?
Mm-hmm.
You are aware of this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. What about them?
What do you say to those people?
I would say that they have specific issues that they need to work through, and I wouldn't discount what their feelings are, but their feelings don't account for like the very basic function of humanity and the brain and the soul and the wide majority of humanity who doesn't feel the same way as them. They don't decide.
Yo,
What do you-
Protocol, why is the jawline so like that? That's weird.
Budico, what is the topic here?
What?
We're talking about antinatalism.
Wait, is that a dude?
I can't hear.
Can you shut
What's
up,
the
man?
topic?
I'm going to hell. That's a dude, bro.
Nobody cares, dude. You're a fucking weirdo.
Hold on, I couldn't hear. What's the topic?
VC just ruining the topic. I hate
We're
people.
talking about antinatalism. I don't know.
Anti what?
Natalism.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's I feel like people back then had more to live for and fight for, and I think that's why I don't think anybody back then was depressed. Like, people suffered back then, but like now it's like everyone's depressed because it's like I think humans should suffer.
And we have to. It's literally part of life. Every animal on the planet, like, literally suffers. Part of existing. Which is why I think it's not like a good argument against not existing. Like, it's a feature. It's not a bug. And the fact that we've been able to like manage that feature so well to the point where we can even have these discussions on this platform it suggests that like suffering is being lessened. Therefore, why would now be the time that people should stop giving birth?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. You are probably the best person who's actually had a good argument to this. So I definitely appreciate that because I never looked at it that way before. Like the way you just said, it's like a feature, not a bug. That's a really great way to put it. But at the same time, I'm okay. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I am very selfish. And when I say I'm very selfish, I mean I'm very selfish in terms of like most people have kids. You know, especially my friends or whatever that have kids. You know, their lives suck. You know, they're paying child support. It never works out. The girl usually uses the kids against them in order to just get money out of the guy or play the guy, whatever the fuck. And if you don't fall into the temptation, you live as a deadbeat dad. So in my opinion, there's no way to have kids in a healthy way in modern society. It's just very rare. Like we live in the most sexual time in history, where everybody's just fucking around, and girls are for the most part not necessarily gonna play like a housewife. Good luck trying to find that shit. So what are you gonna do? What would you suggest to a guy who's in his mid-20s who wants to have a family, but it's surrounded by a bunch of, I'm not calling women whores or anything. I'm not saying that because we're all whores. But I'm just saying that like it's
Men are
just
more whores than women are. I would suggest to them to work harder at attracting women. That's the other thing that I don't get about like the whole incel movement is that
I'm not
especially
incel,
'cause-
bro. Don't give it.
No,
don't
not
put
you.
that-
No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying like separately from that. Like I don't understand, for instance, the incel movement because literally part of human biology, especially men in society, it's even like looked at in like, you know, our closest animal ancestors like chimpanzees and bonobos, but everyone knows this. Men compete with each other for resources, and the biggest resource that men always compete for is females, is womb, is passing on their genetic traits. And the fact that now men are sitting back, not to mention the fact that incels are usually like the most like, the gays and trannies are like unnatural. It's unnatural for men to not want to compete with each other for women. especially, and like men are not doing what they need to do right now. So that's like, generally speaking, that's what I would say to them, is that you need to like better yourself in order to attract more women, period. But to someone like you, I would say like, I do something else to find the type of women you want. I don't know what you do, but
yeah, I get what you're saying. I have no problem attracting women, bro. I mean, I didn't even know what an incel was until a couple months ago. But I have no problem attracting women. But it's just, I see this all the time. It's like you attract a girl, she's bad, she's attractive. You know, you fuck her, you have sex, and then it never works out, and then you just pump child support, and then you just live a life of just working some low-end job just to pay the bills, and then her take a check from you. So it's like, the chance of you...
Okay, well, maybe have kids.
Hold on, wait.
Have kids with somebody that is actually, you know, I mean, don't just fucking come and jizz in every fucking female that throws herself.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
I don't do that. That's why I don't have kids yet.
Method?
I don't do that.
Like, for real,
that's why I don't have kids yet. I don't do that. I actually got a vasectomy a year ago, so I can't have kids if I want to. Trust me, I put a lot of thought into this, guys. Like,
how old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh.
You're 25 with the vasectomy? What the fuck?
Yeah. Because I saw too many of my friends fall into this trap, man. Bro, I'm not into a dude. I'm a pretty good looking, decent looking black dude. So I have no problem getting girls, but I see. Huh?
No, hold on, homie. Listen. Look, I'm an attractive black man myself, bro. And I done got bitches pregnant before. Now, luckily, I fought bitches that were literally left leaning, bro, and they got abortion. But hold on, listen to me, homie. What I'm trying to tell you is that's a drastic ass reaction, dude. Like, you're literally telling me you're getting your tip snipped. Not really. I mean, you're literally getting
reversible, though. I talked to my doctor. You think I went into this blind? It's reversible. So he told me if I want to have kids.
I know, but I mean, like, damn, dude, that's like at 25 though. Holy shit.
Yeah, trust me, bro. It was hard to get, man. I tried to do that at 22 actually, and they rejected me.
They rejected you. They said you're too young.
They said I was too young. Yeah.
Okay, but they say it's too young, but yet they'll cut off 16-year-olds' nuts and do that shit. It's the medical system is fucked up.
That's not the same thing.
Women also
you're talking about experiencing gender dysphoria. That's not the same thing as getting a vasectomy, sweetie. Chill out.
Well, but the same thing also goes for, you know, females who want hysterectomies and they can't just go get it as well. And I do agree with that people should have more bodily autonomy. I also will say that I think part of it is my cousin got it when he was 29, and when he was like 38, it like he ended up having a kid because it was like, so I think part of it has to do with like that it will, like, the longer you have it, if you don't get them like cut or whatever the fuck, I don't know, like it won't last as long and it will like fix itself kind of a thing. So I think that's part of why they usually wait for it. I don't know.
I don't know. He told me it was reversible, and he said that, you know, because it's the same doctor I tried to do a couple years ago, and they kept telling me like, no, we can't do that. You're too young, whatever. Then I came back a year ago and I did it. I was 24, and then they fell into it and they did it. And they were like, yo, I went to 4 doctors. Yeah. But yeah, they finally did it because they asked me why, but I just said that I didn't want to be a baby daddy. Like I didn't want to be another statistic black dude who's just a baby daddy paying child support. Like, nah. So
use a condom.
Huh?
Use a condom.
Listen, man. I'm fully aware that sometimes false temptation, bro. I'll be out, bro. And there's sometimes where, just like a couple days ago, I just fucked a girl raw.
Okay, you need to have your priorities straight. Are you testing?
Actually, I just fucked a girl raw today.
Huh?
I just fucked a girl raw today.
Are you testing STDs? Are you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, of course. I get tested every 3 months.
I only had one STD my entire life, and that was gonorrhea, and that was it. I never had
every 3 months. If you're, girl.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to get if you're LGBT. Normally, if you're a gay guy, you get tested every 3 months. So yeah, also I'm on PrEP. So
okay. Well, I'm never taking PrEP, so good for you.
Yeah, that's tough.
Wait, why do you have to get tested every 3 months, Mr. Brown?
Why? Because I sleep around more than the average person. Also, I literally fuck boy pussy, so there's a higher risk of STDs.
That's sad.
Oh wow.
The sad life.
What's sad about it? What's sad about it? Shit, I'm getting laid, nigga.
Wait, was that Lourdes Braids? Was that Lourdes Braids? Don't cry, bro.
Don't
Don't cry, bro. Don't cry.
I don't judge anybody's lifestyle, but yeah, we don't do it over here, bro. I only fuck females, bro. I don't know about all that. But
The funny thing is, I probably got more pussy than you too. So that's the crazy thing. I'm not even talking shit. I'm not even talking shit. Like when I was in college, I fucked hella hoes, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Wait,
Oh yeah? Well, homie, I'm the only one that's ever scored a goal in here. They're amazing.
What? No, I fucked squirters before. Hold on.
No.
That
I'm saying I had a kid, scored on goalie.
Oh no. Technically, no. I was gonna have a kid, but let's just say I got disqualified from the match.
Oh, okay. Got
If you catch my drift. But
Yeah.
no, your boy. Let me just say at age 20, ooh, I was getting around. I was getting around at age 20. Woo! But yeah.
yeah, man. Just because you have more just because you got more pussy doesn't mean shit. Because I'm kind of selective with the girls I fuck. Like I'm not saying only fuck bad bitches, but I try to fuck as attractive